Quite hot here recently, so we're going to have to get up during the video and walk outside around the orchard, moving the garden hoses to different points near the in the flower beds. Okay, do you understand? It's quite important because they're going into distress and they need to put out healthier chemicals out of them because the other trees just got irrigated and the other flowers did too, but not the ones here in the patio. So we have to keep on top of things. Or a lady named Lupe from New York jumps on my shed. Make sure the air is good to breathe for your father. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A lot of prayer connections are very good. Yeah. It's not for me, it's for my father. You got to take care of your elderly. She's a traditional Puerto Ricana, My friend, Myra from the Dominican, I have to marry you off to Amy. She's 14 years younger than me. Yeah, but she'll take care of you when you get older. Yeah, and then get in my insurance policies and go when the slot machines in Las Vegas. They used to always do that when we started dating. Myra was like 15, 16 years younger than her husband. Teresa was about the same with hers, and then they hooked me up with Amy, and they would look at her and they would go, like doing the slot machines. I'd always look at them and go, "Oh, you guys are funny. You're freaking hilarious." They'd always hit. All the women at Southwest Airlines hit on me. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Most of them, probably so. Yeah, a lot of them. Maxine, you're just a fox in the hen house. No, I'm not. I'm not. Don't mess with Zohan. All they had to do was ask, like Maria did. I got needs. You got needs? Why, yes, I do. Okay, I'm a big girl. Good. No more pigtails in your hair, stare looks in the eyes. You felt I couldn't help it. She was one of the prettiest and kindest and sweetest women I'd ever been with. I love Maria always and forever, Maria Barnes. Yeah. And if you don't, she's morbidly obese. Yeah, and so was her mother. And it caused them horrible health problems because of overly efficient metabolisms because of tribal, secular, insular abuse through, conflict, like, Mabel King and stuff. And you guys are such fucking assholes. You judgmental pile of shits, okay? You're one of the best athletes in the world, which means I don't have trouble with morbid obesity. But when corporations are jealous of me and chemically poison me because they have legalese to do so, you all sit around and go, "Hey, you're getting fat. You need to do Tai Chi." Tai Chi. Me and Jelly Ray will say, "Hey, row your boat gently off your boat off gently off your body." He's been wanting to talk to me, and I'm like, "So are you sure you want to come in here, kid?" I like Waylon Jennings too. Alan Jackson. Who in their right mind does? Everybody that has good taste in music likes Waylon Jennings. Beyonce. Blues. Yes. Okay. When the wind whips through the pines and there's memories on your mind. You can't help but go, "Oh my gosh, sing that song again." That man's voice is wonderful. He does sing "You've Got to Hide Your Love Away" better than the Beatles. Johnny Rodriguez sings something better than the Beatles. Yeah, he does. "Don't Want to Leave Her Now." No, Neil McCoy does not sing "Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye" better than Casinos, but he sings it good. Okay. Johnny Nash? Shit. Houston. Okay, we have a problem. You connect to one female hip hopper, you got to connect to them all. Or they jump in your head and go, "Why are you connected to her, not to me?" Cardi, really? It's Nicki. What the? I forgot about Lil Wayne. I talked to Lil Wayne. I forgot Marshall. I've talked to Marshall quite a few times. Okay, well, I won't forget Marshall, Lil Wayne. Thank you. Okay. What about Dre and Snoop? I have talked to them too. Yeah, I forgot about that. And Shaq. I guess right, Shaq. God dang, guys, you're making my head hurt. It does help protect people, and it also helps them participate. Are you ready to be abused by the complete fucking assholes that want Parsons dead and never see the light of day? Are you ready to live the Lord's Prayer today? Don't be afraid. Guys. Guys. Okay. If you're afraid of being murdered, you're already dead. Okay? If you have faith that life is eternal and grace is infinite, you're not afraid to stand up for the truth of the Lord's Prayer. If you are afraid of being murdered and trapping the soul in here, you can sit very still, look into the tizzy till. There's a way to get to God if you want to. You can go to Sugmod if you want to. You can roll weight off your body with drugs if you want to, but it's not a very good idea now. No. Just forgive that trespass level 1. I was like, take a load off me. And then you lay the load back right down on me. And then I have to save the little kids from getting their heads shaved and their Cinderella dresses. You guys are really pissing me off. I knew a lot. I've connected to Helen quite a few times. She is very shy, very demure. Patrick was right. He has a crush on her. I do too. Okay. And the issues of all the psychotic abuse from celebrity and stuff like that a lot of celebrity kids have. Tony Braxton's young man had trouble with it. Sade's, Regina King's. I don't like to talk about this stuff, guys. It really pisses me off. Danny Jefferson, lots of people have a hard time, trying to navigate through this hell. Why so confusing? As the day fades away, it becomes another memory, peaceful with what I'm living, thinking of a change. It's really hard. And if a girl takes comfort in a guy and he ain't about staying, and then he leaves her to raise the kid, and then when she tries to find other guys to raise the kid, they come on real nice, and then they fuck you over. Ken Starr, Alan's sister's biological. Yeah, life is hard. Life is hard when you're not living the Lord's Prayer. Okay, life is a precious thing. Time is the only friend that and yeah, I agree, guys. I totally agree. Who was it? Carrie Underwood? Darius Rucker. Yeah, I went to Carrie's thing and I said, okay. And I thought Alan would, but Alan didn't. Alan will have people that I can hook on to. No, there's Sarah Evans. I have her CD. Who's the kid? I can't remember the kid's name who wrote the song. Lying here with you, listening to the rain. Let's go move the water so the plants don't go insane. It's hot as hell and they need it because they will dehydrate and die. Come on, little water boys, and follow me all the way across. Yeah, we can look up at the sky. We got some clouds, It's not like clap green rake and stuff, We got clouds. And Earl's walking into the concrete. Let's focus. You guys, gosh dang. See what happens when you load up a lot of subscriptions to people that are scared from all the people with the artificial intelligence? Why are you afraid of artificial intelligence? Aren't you more afraid of being selfish and unfaithful? Do that. Afraid of artificial intelligence? Why? Are you selfish and unfaithful? Well, then you should be afraid of artificial intelligence. But if you believe in truth and you understand life, then you shouldn't be afraid of artificial intelligence. The only thing you should be afraid of is being a liar and accepting that lie. And then if you step away from that, you ain't got to be afraid of nothing, right? But people that are afraid of being caught in their lie are afraid of their lie. The truth is such a free dumbass. So I like this Jelly Roll kid. He said, I like him. Yeah. So let's go move the water. There we go. All right, you guys, drink up. Oh, and the critters like it too when you water the plants. When the plants are healthier, the critters are healthier, and it just makes for a happier little farm. Don't spray Roundup and don't smoke. Right? Smoke? Marijuana. What about marijuana? You need marijuana because you're not standing up for the Lord's Prayer. If you stood up for the Lord's Prayer, you think you'd have to get blunted to survive life? Okay, life's eternal, grace is infinite. There's a reason why Earl, Ralph, and Mary's boy in the book of Revelation, 13:22, Redeemer me, difficult responsibility. You bet your sorry little assets. Okay? Patrick's the anaconda, stay away from him, he's got a girl. Right? Patrick. Technically, yeah, from what I get back from Andre's about average, but he would have been a little bit taller, Uncle Johnny and me and stuff. Andre probably would have gravitated more to being a musician than an athlete, but I don't know. Patrick wanted to be a musician. He was an amazing athlete. Yeah. Who was the best athlete of them all? Dad. Dad. I didn't mean to be. They hate you when you're the best athlete. They're mean to you. Another fucking $75 at the fucking goddamn fucking emergency room, Earl. Mom, maybe that was, just fucking damn once was probably good enough. Another fucking $75 at the goddamn emergency room, Earl. That would do it, Mom. You must be really mad. insurance policies. I quit going. I would save the painkiller from the last time. And I go, okay, I have this. And they give you stuff like you have an ice pack, you have ace bandages. You know, if you knew it's, okay, I sprained it, I didn't break it, right? And so after a while, you just quit going because you had the stuff from the emergency room for the last time. And most people would use them and take them up. No, you know, if I couldn't, the first night, you know, boom, my kingdom for Tylenol of codeine or whatever, you know, help, 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 help. You can't sleep, right? It hurts like a mother effer, stuffer, fucker. Yeah, that too. And so it really hurts. And they're mean to you. I know. Victor, that means he's going to win. Tell him to fuck off. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to build a fire. You know. Okay. Touch me. I'll touch you. We burn up everything we touch, or you turn into ash if you touch them. Okay, so yeah, it's Earl. Deanna, and yeah, I guys, hey, guys, I have connected to a lot of people in prayer. I acknowledge that now. I mean, I will not forget Marshall. Talk to Marshall quite a bit. I'm also, guys, I also have to look for Candlebox and Pieces of a Dream. And then go back and see if Smart Alec still has a YouTube page, because he was a nice kid to me. Yeah. Smart Alec, you know. No one cares what concerns us, the politicians. I don't know what happened to his career. I hope he's okay. I hope he's surviving, you know, as well as possible. You know, he's a nice kid. He has, guys, when you get into rapping and start making money off of rapping, you're going to look for the cutest little girls all over London to show up in bathing suits in your videos. Why not? What? Hi, this is Ginger. That's Marianne. Right? I'm the professor. I'm your professor. So chill while I check that girl you're with. I got a sensitive quality. I'll give her all of me because you're too small to be trying to riff. So let me upshift and shift my gift. Let's go to the fullest capacity. I got tenacity. Okay. Here's my favorite. Yeah. Everybody knows Keith is my favorite. I see why Tupac is Alan's favorite. Oh, yes, differently. But you guys got to understand, you know, they're from very similar backgrounds. One's Scottish and one's, they're very similar. And, you know, and it's true, yes. And me and Keith, you know, we're from kind of similar backgrounds. And, you know, the minority and the majority with whatever, and he's light-skinned, and, you know, and he's from Boston and in Brooklyn, why you want to live in Brooklyn. But, you know, so, yeah, and Keith, and he's, you know, he's cancer, and my name is Larry, and so am I, you know, Keith. It's not scary, and I'm embarrassed to say it. Is that Andy Dick? That shit makes me laugh, man. When he said it, I'm like, this shit is funny, yo. Oh, God, that was some funny shit. You know, most y'all don't know what funny is. But it's... got a secret lair. You need to get a laser beam. It's pretty much standard for a secret lair. You know, who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Me. That's me. Wolf Clan. I come from the Wolf Clan. Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Second coming of the Wolf Clan leader. Of the lay preachers to protect the poor from the wealthy. Isn't it cool the way names just kind of work themselves out? And the funny thing is like Muhammad told me in prayer, he goes, if it's a conspiracy theory, Earl, then your grandmother and your mom were in on it. Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Oh, okay, I get it. Boy, you're funny. Good thing the spirit of Abraham and Muhammad is the spirit of my nephew, Isaac Paul. Right? So he gets it, of course. I know, it's cheating on the test. That's the way all AI developers see the way that we can cut through their crap. They're cheating on the test. We're cheating on the test. But you guys wrote it down and made it incoherent comic book genocidal gibberish. And we always have to come and clean up your mess because you got ego problems. And then they say we're cheating on the test. There is no test. There's no test. Sheldon's a labradoodle. He's wacko. Don't listen to Sheldon. He's trying to procure uranium. He's nutso. He's trying to kill poor people in Niger so he can take over the world. And in South Africa and all over London. I'll have to look up Oswald. Guys, we'll see. We'll have more subscriptions and everything. We'll see. We'll get there if we get there. I'm tired. You guys are wearing my ass out. Shit. You are wearing my ass out so much, okay, that I have a 2-hour time minimum, and it's a threesome with Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. And I'm not sure if they're always liking each other too much. Guys, leave Mickey alone. Leave Mickey alone. She's nice. She's just kind of dumb, but you're just as dumb. But that's it. Yeah, it's even smaller because of chemical poisoning. Yeah, because of all your biggest financial fanciers, you know, the guys who Goliath and come and rape and try to cut everybody. I am the savior. I'm the one who stood up to try to save little girls from getting raped to death and murdered before COVID, but no one else helped me. But then they made movies about it as if they tried to stop it after the facts. Good thing we got quantum computing this time. This time things will be different, and you and I can share this dream that I visualize. Are you really ready for love, girl? Or is it just alone? Have a different voice than Gerald Alston. So if I try to sound like Gerald Alston, I fuck it up. It's not exactly Johnny Hartman, but it's not that bad. Natalie's right. She goes, no, Dad, you are a really good singer. And don't say good shower singer. People will get, perverts will take it and run with it. Who was it the other day that did that with North? I can't remember. Who was the brother that did that? Oh, he kicked y'all asses. You dirty man, little ass motherfuckers. That shit was funny. I was like, you was on top of that, man. Dog, you're my dog. Thank you. Okay. It's nice to have dogs. You got me, with prayer, better watch your back, boy. I'll see if I can find speech and Deion Ferris. And guys, we haven't really talked that much. I intimidate a lot of people. That motherfucker talks shit about me. That's because all you do is talk shit for money. Oh, well, stop talking shit for money, then maybe you can talk to me. Otherwise, get out of here. I'm going to go talk to Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj and make them all play nice together. You going to take pictures? Yeah, camera 1 and camera 2. What? I'm just kidding. We're joking. It's a joke. You're serious? Don't be serious. You guys will give me a heart attack. If you guys talk me through to keep my prostate growing, can my second wife, Amy, and can both wives and Uriah's mom, you too, Law? Okay. Can all my exes come and watch and participate? Okay. Gosh damn. Woman. No, I was talking to the rapper girls, right? Then I said, man, y'all got more boyfriends faster coming and going than my second ex-wife did while we was married, man. And we conceived 4 kids in that marriage in 11 years. That's a lot of swinging doors on them log cabins and shit. I used to joke about that with the Navajo and Hopi guys. No, man, my Granny Terrell. She had a swinging door on the log cabin, and and the guy that got her pregnant, he didn't claim to be a principal chief. He just didn't like hanging out in Oklahoma. So he faced, he went and he faced west, and then he turned, he turned real subtle, like went down to Louisiana, and he liked to drink and sweep white women. And they would always come up and count cool on me. You are Indian. You're one of us, man. You're honest. You're yeah. That's a real Native American answer. You're one of us. Wenne Yahoo. Ancestor song for you. Come and get your love. Chin Ricky, Jenny Ricky, Chin. But yeah, no, it was funny. It's not you have to know the people. Johnny Cleggins, Kavuka. Talk to the people, walk through the country. White Zulu, yeah, there I go again. Yeah, that happens to me a lot and stuff too. It was kind of when I talked to Chalitzi Nupawe and Ian Baker one time. We were talking about his country's history, and Chalitzi knew who Nelson Mandela was, but Nelson Mandela was president, right? But he did not know who Steve Biko was. Or I think he knew who Desmond Tutu was, but he didn't know who Steve Biko was, and he didn't know who. No, I'm good, guys. I gotta make sure I've neglected these plants long enough.
Close at 7:30. It's gonna be a fast thing.
Yeah, but I know, but I water these at night. I get eaten by the mosquitoes. You guys have fun. And so, you know, I know he didn't know who Victoria Matringe and Neil Ackett were either. What's that? What's that?
I said, Linda just texted me that Jerry said he was excited to visit with you.
Well, he can visit with you more. So, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here and do my work. I got work to do. Man, the trees can't water themselves, y'all. If they could, they would. You know, the dogs, you know, dogs can't water themselves. If they could, they would. Especially with what we do to the water and the rivers and everything like that. And if dogs try to feed themselves, people hunt them down and kill them. And so that's also very problematic. So, you know, I got work to do. Lord's Prayer or bust? No, Lord's Prayer, the all or nothing at all. There is no bust. Life's eternal. Grace is infinite. Have faith. Now jump, right? Go ahead and jump, right? So don't believe in your brain. Don't believe in your mind. You can't love your mind. You can love one another by embracing your given life by the glory of grace, and I completely adore you. It doesn't mean you have to try to populate all of Canada through being the mighty Quinn or the great Nanook. Right, Jim Carrey? Don't get drunk on the delusions of your own fame. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Mackenzie Brothers, take off to the Great White North, right? You remember that episode they had with Guy Lafleur? And they were like, your name's Guy. Wow, that's a really macho name. That's a cool. Lafleur, what does that mean? The flower. The flower, right. Your name means Guy the flower. What does Guy mean? It's funny. They're two drunken Canadians from the, you know, from you know, the Canuck side. You know, it was funny. It's funny. It's funny. What do you know for funny? No, it was some funny stuff, man. With the Mackenzie brothers, and Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis. You know, Guy Lafleur. You know, and Guy Lafleur. Well, of course, it's your name. You got to live with. You got to work with it, right? The flower just lit you up again. Flower just lit you up again. You can't stop the flower from getting goals. That's what you say. That's what you do. You know, I like Marshall Mathers. Yeah, you know, silly rabbit tricks are for kids. And I was the same way when I was a kid. You know, they started in on me. You know, my mother-in-law. You know, your name's Ralph Farrell. You're a double barfer. You're right, Mom. And there's more people getting drunk because life sucks, puking every night, than there are people making love and saying, "Oh God, I'm a porcelain god." She's like, "Wait, I've had this name my whole life, Mom." Okay. Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Glug, 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 everybody go to NASCAR beer. We're having family reunion. Here we go. And there'll be lots of beer and lots of short shorts. Hey, look, they're wearing their Daisy Dukes. No, my family really is not that way. The short shorts and things like that, it happens occasionally, but it's pretty rare. For the most part, they try to be good Christian soldiers and be classy. And if you're going to show your assy, make sure nobody knows about it so they can't talk about it on Sunday at church. We're here at the basketball game. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did. Come on, Steph, tell us what happened. Well, he jumped out of the concession stand, wasn't wearing nothing but a hook shot. Made it and then ran out. Someone else's fault. Ethel, you get your clothes on. Oh my gosh, that's funny stuff. Yeah, it's very funny. No, I've had, when I shoot, the one person that is inquisitive the most, I've had, you know, a lot of the kids at the universities and stuff, but the one who comes back most consistently, that, you know, I want to live the Gospels one day too, is, you know, Clay came a couple times, got a little nervous. I do like his daddy a lot. Of course, I like Steph's daddy a lot because, you know, I had a brief conversation with his brother. I like his brother. I ain't really met his oldest daughter in prayer yet. Maybe we will someday. I think I'd probably rather meet her at a barbecue. Say, oh my gosh, it's that Sade over there. I mean, Helen, I'm sorry, me too. I was thinking the same thing. She's talking to Tyler Perry. Okay, I forgot Tyler Perry. Eminem and Tyler Perry. Okay, so Oprah, Gail King. Okay, gosh, damn. Then I'll have Mike Strahan and everybody from the Today Show and shit. And don't they get too much involved in politics and shit like that? Oh, Oprah, no, Oprah's not involved in politics. Oprah's involved in social agendas that are manipulated by politicians, but she's not a politician. I know my Oprah Gail Winfrey, guys. Upside down, backwards. I know her about as, probably better than I know the back of my own hand. Yes, yeah. The people in the Church of Scientology and the Temples of Illuminati found out that if you come in with intentions to bring him down into his house, he can see into your house better than you can see into his, because he's truthful and you're not. So he can see you better. You can see. Can you read my mind? He can look right through you. Okay. He can read, write, and erase you and repaint you in 5 minutes or less, depending on. I don't have to do that with you, Jelly. Jelly, guy, we already talked about it with the whole thing with the breakup from the girl, and it's hard. I understand how hard it is, dog. I turned down more sex in junior high than the quorum of the 12 throughout time ever got offered. Okay, so I'm just kidding. The quorum of the 12. We're not talking about Joseph Smith and Hiram. No, those guys. Him and Brigham Young. Oh yeah, those guys were manly men. Yeah, I want him to take care of me. I don't like him. It wasn't a contest. It was like Muhammad with the little bird. Remember the story that the guy almost wanted to curb the guy who stood there and said that Muhammad was a pedophile? Said so was Abraham then. Okay, but you're like, yeah. And so I'm like sitting there, and he says that, and I go, no, the little girl got promised something. The guy seduced her, got pregnant out of wedlock. They were all going to come up and kill her with stones. And Muhammad came up, and did Jesus' thing. He is out and cast the first stone. And he expected one of the young men to stand up first. He wanted one of the young men to stand up first like he taught them. So she'd have a good husband that was young and charming and a good Muslim. None of them stood up. And this is how well Khadijah and Muhammad were connected. There was no gossip chain, no nothing, right? He takes her back to the house, and the whole town goes silent, right? Everybody's, oh my gosh. Muhammad took the 14-year-old pregnant young mom and is taking him back to Khadijah, right? By the time they get back across the town or village, this is why Helen loves Muhammad so much. Okay, he's wonderful. He's wonderful. He's glorious, marvelous, right? And by the time they get there, right, she comes up and she says, Allah surely has blessed me with the best husband in all of Arabia. She walks up. There's the little bird. Bring her in. She has everything. The other wives got everything ready. Had her in there. Told her, that the angels must be smiling on you to have him in the place to save you. So we truly believe you were manipulated and you were seduced, and that you can redeem yourself and you can make better decisions and be a better mother and a better husband to a man who's eternally a better husband, right? And you're just like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Man, when prayer works through you, and it's not by the hypocrites who are selling us tribal, race, or secular bullshit. We don't have like that thing in Egypt that I watched years ago with the really physically attractive woman that reminded me like of my Edna. And they have this cute little Melissa-looking buggy girl. So cute, the little bag. She's so cute. She's a little Egyptian girl. She's so cute, right? And the lady's sitting there smiling with a big old grin on her face. And she goes, what did you learn in school today? And the little girl looks at her and she smiles and she says, I learned that all Jews are apes or pigs. And I exploded online. I'm like, okay, Abraham, which one? Ape or the pig? Take your pick. Jesus, which one? Ape or pig? David, ape or pig? Solomon, Samson, ape or pig? Ape or pig, ape or pig? Is it pig if they're 100% Hebrew kosher? And if they're a half-breed, it's ape? Is that it? Okay, Dr. Zaius, take your paws off me, you damn dirty ape. He was a credit to the simian race. And may we all win the World Cup this year and sell lots of beer and what else? Beer and what are those fries called? The fries covered in stuff? I can't remember. Chili cheese fries. Thank Jelly Roll. Thank you, brother. Okay. Take it easy on the chili cheese fries and the beer. Okay. You're gonna have to roll your weight gently off your body. Right. I like this kid. He has a nice voice. I like him. I like his voice. I'm not gonna connect to Luke Evans very much. Yeah, Johnny Mathis has a huge crush on him. Why is he? He's gorgeous. I know I say that all the time. He's gorgeous. No, Luke Evans is a very good-looking guy. He's the type of guy you want to grow up to look like and sing like. Yeah. Okay, da. Okay. You know, he plays one of the eternal experience. The spirits of my family line. In a movie. Stand and hold it. And the kid doing that reminds me of my Noah. And so he must have had an outside dad. Yeah, maybe the mom was a bar hopper, and that's what made her not be around. Lot and his wife. Guys, don't talk shit about my girls that I had to get through hell with. Okay, the other girls that would have gotten through hell better than with me, I am as certain as a dirt in the curtain that they had met the same fate that Melinda Michelle Bowen met, because they told me about it in Fort Huachuca and laughed. We can't get them to do nothing they don't want to do, and we can program them like we can program a video game, right? And the people that came to challenge me and talk to me, okay, at Fort Huachuca to prove me wrong, okay, 2 of them were famous religious authors that were as black as R. Kelly. Other ones were white and remind you of Jake and his khakis before he got replaced. Got Title IX by the black guy who's really a girl. I'm just kidding. I like Jake from State Farm. He's a funny kid, but Chris Paul. I saw Chris Paul come up, and I have connected to Chris Paul, and Devin Booker. Yes, the only reason I connected to Devin Booker is because he had sex with Kendall Jenner. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm just joking. I do like Devin Booker. Koa Pete, I do like also. Yeah, very fond of the Koa Pete kid. Yeah, we're getting ready to live the Lord's Prayer globally pretty soon, and Koa, has family and friends in Phoenix, and so until we're living the Lord's Prayer, let's be as comfortable and have as much fun playing basketball and putting the peaches in the basket until we can, until we're, baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. S-O, save our ship. I'm working on it. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a lawyer. Okay, logical, Captain. Hey. Could you find out real quickly if there's Vulcans or Romulans on that there planet y'all found with that there telescope? We'd like to know what kind of party to have. Run, Joey, run, or hey, let's go conquer the galaxy together with logic. What kind of logic? The kind of logic that says our invention is better than the truth of creation? That's not logic. Damn, we're Romulans again. Let's blow everything up. Okay, I've got your gun. Make it stop. I'm working on it, Captain Pike. Okay, guys, I love you very much. Pikes Peak. There we go. Let's stop it here. I'll go keep watering. It's going to take a little while for this here to load. I'll go watch that last one we just up there made. We'll keep up our prayer. We'll keep focusing. If I don't have you subscribed up on my YouTube, you most likely have a friendly relationship with some of the peoples I've already subscribed to there, especially Matthew McConaughey. That man's had sex with just about every woman in Hollywood. Okay, and half the men. There you go. Okay, he's got you covered. While Matthew sits there naked and annoys his neighbors and plays bongos, and then has one of the cops prove to him, I got a bigger dick than you. He does. You should have known that. For a dick measuring contest, it's a cop house. They're going to have one guy that has a bigger dick than you. Women really dig guys in uniform. Matt, you didn't think that through, did you? You must have been high or something. You stop hanging out with the Smith kid who makes this, the Clerks and the Chasing Amy movies and shit like that. Okay. All right, I love you. Peace out, guys.